everyone, it is Anthony Allen Ramos. Okay, so Ginger Minj made it all the way to the finals this season on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. And although she didn't steal the crown, she stole the hearts of so many, including mine. And now I'm so excited that she is releasing new music. Her new album, Double Wide Diva, will be out September 17th, and it features the singles Walk Tall and, of course, a cover of Garth Brooks' smash, Friends in Low Places, which are both out now. Ginger, how are you?
I am wonderful, honey. How are you?
Doing well. I'm so excited with your new music, but let's go back to Drag Race. You know, made it all the way to the finals. Obviously, I could not think of a stronger group of women to make it to the end. You know, obviously thrilled for Kylie Sonique Love. But, you know, looking back on the experience, how you feeling?
I feel great. You know, I've been asked a couple of times, like, girl, your third time and you were so close to winning again. How do you feel? I feel amazing. And honestly, you know, I've said it before and I will continue to say this till the day I die. This is the one season where I didn't give a shit which one of us won, because I felt like we all represented something so special and so important. And like the four of us together, it's just kind of an unstoppable group. So I'm just really happy to be a part of it, you know?
Yeah, I think that Final Four, and I love that it was, for you especially, but for all of you, to have it kind of be a country theme, get to work with the icon Tanya Tucker, record with her. That single is also out. You will forever have recorded with Tanya Tucker. What was that like? Because that was such a great surprise.
Well, it was great. And it really was kind of bittersweet because, you know, I said it in the episode, but I really wish that my grandmother were still alive, because that would have been like the one moment that she would have been most proud of. You know, she loved country Western music. She loved Tanya Tucker and Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton and all those ladies. So I think it would be like the one time where even she would have been starstruck.
For Kylie Sonique, obviously the first trans winner ever in any incarnation of the show. What does that say about where we're at?
Well, that is not true. That's not true, because the very in Thailand, we had our first plus size winner and our first trans winner. But in like a RuPaul led franchise, especially in America, it was nice to be standing beside her when history was being made. You know, I think it's great. And I think that the good thing about this top four is no matter who got crowned, it was a different type of representation. So it was kind of a win-win no matter what happened. But I thought it was very interesting. I don't know if they planned it or what. The final four, you know, we were all country girls. We're Southern girls. And we ended up doing this country song. It was perfect timing, the perfect song for the perfect group of people.
It was so great. I loved that final country moment. Let's talk about the country music, because Double Wide Diva, like I said, out September 17th, the lead single Walk Tall, so great. And I was like, just all the feels of, you know, kids out there that think that they, you know, can't like country music or they can't be themselves in the South or the Midwest because of who they are. And, you know, that was such a powerful song. And I'm so excited, of course, for your cover of Friends in Low Places from Garth Brooks. But I mean, this is a big moment for you. I feel like this is like great, legit country music. How does it feel, you know, for the world to finally get to hear this from you?
It feels good. It feels right. You know, I grew up on country music, of course, being very Southern myself. And I of course like followed this path of drag throughout my life. I loved both things, but those are two communities where, you know, if you say, okay, I'm a drag queen, I don't know if we really want to do the drag thing. And the drag world kind of goes, I don't know if we're ready for the country thing. So it was all kind of about waiting for the right moment to introduce it to both sides of the equation. And I think now is right. You know, because country music is all about telling your truth and telling your story. And I always said, you know, when you can't say it, sing it. And now I'm just telling my story. I'm kind of sharing that for the rest of the world. So hopefully songs like Walk Tall, you know, it'll get into the ears of the right person who needs to hear it. And it'll help them realize they're not alone. They're not the only ones going through these things.
And you talked about the moment, and I feel like there is this moment, this shift in country music in Nashville right now to be more accepting and more inclusive when it comes to LGBTQ artists. We have obviously TJ Osborne from Brothers Osborne, Lily Rose, who's charting, Brooke Eden, Brandon Stansel, who I know obviously. It does feel like, do you feel that, that there is this kind of movement toward that and being more accepting?
Well, I think it's a movement that's making its way throughout all art. I think that like just in drag in general, a couple of years ago, the viewpoint of what is drag was so narrow, and it's now so broad. I mean, we have our first, cisgendered woman contestant on Drag Race UK season 3. Kylie just won as an out trans woman for the American franchise. Like, now everybody's starting to know that drag is for everybody. Anybody can do drag as long as you have that creative itch to make something special. And I think that the same thing goes with country music. At the end of the day, it's just art. It's just expression, and it's just telling our stories. And this community, we have a hell of a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, thinking about drag, as far as I know, there are no rules on how many times you can do All Stars, right? I mean,
No.
would you, I know you just finished, would you be open to trying it again, or what do you think?
You listen, I will show up anytime they ring my phone. I got my drag bag packed, it's next to the front door, and I'm ready to go. Because the thing is, I'm always pushed to do something new. Like, I would never, ever have had the drive really to kind of push through and do country music like I've always wanted to do if it wasn't for the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues that we got to do. I was forced to make myself vulnerable and share that story. I realized, oh, well, maybe they'll see a little bit of themselves in it, or maybe they'll see something that they wish they had, or maybe it'll just show them that, what, if I just keep pushing through and keep going, I'm going to have those great moments, and eventually it'll lead to something great.
Yeah, I loved also in that finale moment, you getting to tell Rue about how much it meant to you for Rue to have said in that moment when someone asked who you were and Rue said, "Oh, that's my daughter," how much that meant to you. That was a really special moment.
Yeah, I will say I was a little disappointed with the editing in my I would say one-on-one, my one-on-two, my menage a chat with Rue and Michelle, because there were a lot of really good moments in there that I think would have been really important for representation, for making people who are like me and have always been like me feel a little more seen, a little more heard. I was very sad that those moments didn't make it in, but I was also very happy for the ones that did, because a lot of people, they think, you go on Reddit or any of the chat boards or whatever, they all think she just clocks into work, clocks out, and doesn't think about us at the end of the day. But from that one-on-one personal experience with her working on AJ and the Queen, I saw it firsthand that she cares and she does remember us and she does appreciate us. I think that there are moments, of course, like with anybody in any line of work, you just kind of clock in, take the paycheck, and go home because you're having a day. But at the core of it, I think she really does care.
No, that's great. And I love seeing that bond. Okay, let's go back to the music, because Friends in Low Places, there's going to be a music video, or excuse me, there is a music video. And I want to know, I mean, that is one of the iconic country jams, of course. But for you, why was that one that you wanted to include on Double Wide Diva?
Well, first of all, everybody loves Garth Brooks. Everybody in the world. They're like, oh, yes, I love him. I remember him. I love the music. That's a song that you could play anywhere in the world and people are going to know it. Even if they don't know the song, they're like, it's familiar. I've heard this. And I also wanted to kind of celebrate the fact that, I get to travel the world. I get to meet all these different types of people in every kind of setting and situation that you could imagine, that I think will last a lifetime. At least I hope that they last a lifetime, And so it's really just about, I've got friends everywhere. And even in my lowest moments, those are the people that are gonna pick me up, lift me up, sing a song with me, and help me get through the day.
Well, it's so great, so much fun. And like I said, Walk Tall, also just such a powerful song. And I love that you shared that with everyone. And just a reminder, everyone, Double Wide Diva will be available on September 17th. You can pre-save it right now. And Walk Tall and Friends in Low Places are both available now. So check those out. And who knows, Ginger, we just may see you on another RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. I mean, I know I would love to see it. But congratulations and sending you the best, and congrats with the music. We can't wait to hear the rest of it.
The one thing that I will say about this album, which I want everybody to really take to heart, is that this is my story. Every single song was a very important moment in my life, and we're just kind of celebrating that. And it celebrates you as well. So I hope everyone can find that moment of connection.
Well, cheers to that. Thanks so much.